Today is the day we've been waiting for.
Today is our 4-way inspection.
And it's a mad dash to finish all the HVAC in time.
Do you like having someone to come butter your ducts for you?
That's nice.
Of course, it can never be simple or easy.
We are also under a winter weather advisory, of course.
But now it's all in the inspector's hands.
Hopefully by the time Randy shows up, we'll be ready to pass with flying colors.
Good. It is definitely cold and flu season, and it has struck me hard this year. Probably just because I'm pregnant, but I've been very susceptible to getting sick over and over and over for what feels like months. So I'm trying really hard to focus on my nutrition, on getting some vitamin D every day, especially now that the sun is really out and feels amazing. And really just staying hydrated and drinking broth, because when you're pregnant, you can't take very many medications, which is fine, except that it feels like those sicknesses drag on forever. So Trent's fine, Leo's fine, everybody else is fine. And I am manifesting feeling 100%. Talking to yourself down here?
Yeah.
Someone else?
There's no one else here.
There's nobody here but you?
Trent.
Looks like Doc Ock's lair. Dean has been absolutely crushing it, coming here almost every day, even days where we haven't even been here, to try to finish the ducting and get us one step closer to 4-way. It's looking really good, and it smells like we're toward the end of the ducting process. This hole has gotten really small.
I know, it's getting more difficult to get in and out.
I'm not going in there at all.
Hopefully after we insulate and seal it up with plastic in here, we won't have to come back in here for a very long time.
Okay.
That's my hope and desire.
Cool.
Can't wait till it's all cleaned up and finished. It's gonna look amazing.
That looks good.
Get creative.
Guess what else we've got?
A Rivian truck.
We got a 4-way scheduled.
Oh, it's scheduled?
It's coming up on Friday.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, if we can get everything done.
We are about to get the second to last return duct connected right here. We have one more supply duct and one more return duct that are going to go into the sunroom, so that the sunroom has heat and air conditioning from this system here. Something we should have done in the original house that we didn't. It would have been very difficult, so I'm glad we didn't. But either way, we basically got one more piece here, and then those 2 ducts, and then the ducting is all installed, and then we can start running the drain line and then the electrical and the gas line. Once we get those connected, we could probably turn this thing on and maybe warm it up in here a little.
You were just...
Code. Can't turn it on yet.
Oh.
It's past inspection.
Oh.
So we won't do that.
We won't do that.
We would never do that, actually. I don't know why I even said that. We will freeze.
On the outside, looking in, I really wasn't sure what I was getting. Between the high waves on the sea, waiting for something to get to me.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
That's really good.
Could be better, but who's keeping track?
Not I.
So this is going to be a supply, that one's going to be a return.
Okay.
Neither one of them are really going to work until we get everything operating, which is not until after we insulate, but
that's okay.
We're getting things in order. Feeling?
Yeah. That's perfect. And it's all buttered.
It's all buttered up here.
Cool.
Now we gotta go down there and do some buttering.
Do you like having someone to come butter your ducks for you?
That's nice. Gotta get those ducks buttered.
What does it do? What is duck butter?
So it seals all the possible air leakages on ductwork. You could, I mean, around here we could use silver tape, but it's not as good. I mean, it's pretty good, but it'll last forever. But so we gotta seal all these seams everywhere.
Brandon and Grayson are working on duct buttering the seams and all the ducts in the crawl space. And now Dean and Trent are going to start. What are you doing?
We're caving.
Yeah.
Just talking about it.
Spelunking
We're
over
trying
here.
to run
Hey.
the drain
Yeah?
and the gas line from the basement here out to the new furnace.
And they don't use their dryer anyway, so he says cut that off for now. So, well, you don't use gas. You don't have a gas dryer, you have an electric dryer.
That's true.
That's right.
So it's going to be possible to still do it, but yeah, he doesn't use
Hold on a
that.
second.
It's very easy to find.
Oh, good.
Just a ball valve on the side of the house. Dean has successfully installed the gas line, at least inside the house here. Now he's gonna head out, get it connected to the furnace, then we could turn the gas back on in the house so that the stove and the water heater and the furnace and everything works. I need to do a little rearranging in here so that I can get this drain line run all the way down so that it drains out of the floor drain down here. But most of the work is gonna be happening back out in the crawl space right now. So this is actually a pump right here because we don't have a drain down here to let all of the condensation drain into, and we can't just like let it drain onto the floor. So it drains into this pump, and then this pump, when it fills up to a certain level, it'll pump water out of this white pipe all the way down to the floor drain in the basement. Now I thought we could just like pump it outside and just like let it do that, but
Yeah.
Dean said it will freeze in the wintertime and then it won't work.
It's like he's done this before.
Yeah. This
Never
is
had
why-
a freeze though. Don't accuse me of that.
Yeah. This is why you hire people like Dean, is so that you don't do something like that and then have a catastrophe in the middle of the winter.
But it's got a shut off, so if it overfills, it'll turn off the units that are supplying all the water. So
Yeah, but if it's
keeps it from flooding.
if it's freezing outside, then it'll turn your
It'll
heat
turn off, yeah, turn off your furnace, and that's the whole point of the shut off, to save you from
Yeah.
problems.
But basically, we're kind of Jimmy rigging this thing together at Dean's request.
Not Jimmy Rig.
He's done it before, and it will work. And hopefully, the inspector doesn't say
He's gonna be impressed because
use vinyl.
most people use vinyl, and the vinyl gets hot because the furnace produces hot water, and it'll pinch and then not work.
We don't want
That
that.
happens all the time in vinyl.
Is this our last thing?
I don't know. No, we're never done.
Oh, okay.
Not even close.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we've got at least 2 days worth of work here, and we have about an hour.
Yeah. What's for dinner? Can we order it?
Yeah. Whatever you want.
That's better.
That's great.
I wouldn't say great, but
Definitely better.
we got 2 right here, little doubles.
Alright guys, it's the end of the night and I'm just getting ready for bed, but baby's hungry. And when baby's hungry, I gotta feed the baby. And tonight I am so grateful we have some meals from Cook Unity. And Cook Unity is the sponsor of today's video. Tonight I am having a Mexican style chorizo breakfast burrito. Even though I know it's late at night, I'm really craving some breakfast. This is about to hit the spot. Cook Unity meals have become one of our staples because not only are they super easy to prepare, you just slap them in the microwave for 2 or 3 minutes, but they are chef prepared and masterfully made. I love a good home cooked meal. We cook food all the time, but sometimes I need something fast. And when I want it fast, I don't want to sacrifice on quality, which is why Cook Unity has become one of my absolute favorites. They have great variety, they're always super yummy, and they're always super nutritious and filling, which is exactly what I'm looking for. Oh, this is gonna be spicy. Oh, that's good. That's really good. I'm gonna dig in and enjoy this. I'll try to save a bite for Trent, but no promises, let's be honest here. But if you haven't tried Cook Unity yet, now is the perfect time. If you click our link in the description below or go to cookunity.com/Trent Allie and use code Trent and Allie before checkout, you'll actually get 50% off your first week's order. So what are you waiting for? They're absolutely delicious. Definitely go try them. I'm gonna dig in and finish this meal. Thank you again to Cook Unity for sponsoring today's video, and we will see you guys in the morning.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden.
What is
What are you building?
house?
Oh,
A big house.
is the inspector gonna make sure it's up to code?
There.
Oh, good, okay.
Mount Laurel high fives for miles in spring.
Wow!
Big house.
A big house!
Hummingbird. Golden. I'll follow honey golden.
Who is it? Yeah, good morning.
Well,
Everybody's here.
Randy is our inspector. Kent is the normal inspector. I know a lot of you guys recognize Kent. He's like the old cowboy that lives around here, and he's done most of our inspections, but Randy has actually done some of our inspections as well. He did the 4-way on the garage, and he's coming to do the inspection on the addition today. He said he's gonna be here between 2 and 3, so basically almost the end of the day for us. And we've still got some things to button up and tidy up and get things like officially ready for our 4-way. So we're gonna go outside and get to work, and hopefully by the time Randy shows up, we'll be ready to pass with flying colors.
Today is our 4-way inspection. We have been waiting for this day for many, many months. It's very exciting. 4-way is framing, electrical, HVAC, and plumbing. It's the big one, and we have had very bad luck with our 4-way inspections in the past. So expectations are low, which is totally fine, but it would be cool if we passed and could move right on to insulation. So we'll just kind of get as much done as we can, clean up as much as possible, and hope that everything goes nice and smooth.
We're trying to get a bunch of this garbage kind of organized and taken out to the trucks so that this room looks a little less like a disaster. It's not like you don't have to have everything super clean for the inspection, but the inspector really likes to be able to see everything he needs to inspect. We don't have to worry about all of that stuff. I'm concerned that our kitchen extractor fan and our dryer vent, I'm concerned that he's gonna wanna see, you know, what those are gonna look like when they're completed instead of just being stubbed into this room. So I'm afraid he's gonna say something about that, but
Okay, we'll take a fail on that. That's
see when he
fine.
gets here.
That is in the snow. How is that even alive? Where are you going?
To be
To work? Oh.
What are you doing with your little Carhartt jacket?
the big. It's too big.
It's too big? All the Carhartt stuff feels too big.
Oh, you're doing it.
Yeah, I think you're as well.
Right side is low. Yeah.
No, it'll be a while for this problem.
Oh, really? Great. Oh, you're bleeding everywhere.
Me?
Yeah, on your knuckles now.
Oh, that's a different spot.
I know. When they say blood, sweat, and tears, they mostly just mean blood, blood, and blood.
Usually with blood and sweat, there's just some tears accompanying.
Yeah. Nice.
So this is good. It's a little bittersweet because now that I've piped our dryer vent outside the building, it's gonna blow heat out there, help melt some of this snow. But the bad news is now when we turn the dryer on, it's not blowing nice warm air into this part of the addition because it was nice to come out and smell fresh laundry and have it be a little warmer than normal, but those days are behind us now. All right, Brennan and Grayson are almost done finishing up here in this closet. Now, we had to do a bunch of fur downs in this closet for our return ducts and our supply ducts that go upstairs. So we basically just dropped the entire ceiling in that closet, like I think 12 inches or 13 inches or something like that. Mostly because these are like a little over 8-foot ceilings and you don't necessarily need that height. This height will be just fine. But in order to do those two ducts, we would have had to fur down like half or 2/3 of the ceiling. So it's just easier, especially for drywall in the end, to just fur the whole thing down. And then the ducts that are coming up from the crawl space that are going up to the second story, they're in the back of that closet. So we're actually building a wall that's gonna be before those ducts. And then after everything is said and done, you'll never even know that that wall is like, you know, shorter, that the closet is shorter than it should have been. And then it's really just a lot of tidying up and cleaning and
Cool.
getting prepared.
It's pretty close.
It is getting really close.
Cool. I don't think we've ever been in this position before where we've got almost 2 hours until our inspector is supposed to show up and we're just cleaning. Everything is done. This is the most prepared we've ever been.
I mean, we were super prepared on the house. It's just that the house actually flooded when we were super prepared.
Okay, well, besides that.
So don't go discrediting us like that.
Okay.
All right, so when we were kind of like makeshift installing our Starlink, we just like draped the cable on the inside of all the studs and like stuck it out just so that we could get some internet going. Now we've drilled new holes, we need to reroute it, but I have to go up on the roof, disconnect the Starlink, feed the cable back through the hole that it's in now, and then they need to feed it back up to me, and then I can reconnect the Starlink. So I'm gonna go jump up on the roof. It's nothing to be worried about. The roof is probably a little slippery, but it'll be okay. You do a cartwheel?
No! Get down. You're scaring me. Trent? Everything's ready?
Yeah, I think so.
The panel is wired?
Yeah, once Brandon comes back inside, I think we can fill the drain system and get it ready.
Okay. We've really never been in this position before where we're just kind of like killing time waiting for the inspector, which is an amazing position to be in. I'm not complaining at all. But Jennifer was saying while we're waiting around, we can go sign some studs and like write our name and like carve out some memories and the 2x4s. Make make it, you know, a little memory box somewhere.
It's a great idea, but I'm just gonna pace until he shows up.
Okay. All right, he just pulled up. We have an inspector. These guys are filling up the drain system right now. They've got it plugged. We're gonna test that first. I'm so excited and nervous at the same time. This is such a nerve-wracking inspection. And we're not as familiar with this inspector as the one we normally get, so who knows what he's gonna think of everything out there. We are also under a winter weather advisory, of course. So it's a great thing he's gotten here before it started snowing, because that could have been bad. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Thanks for coming.
Cool.
It's okay, everything's a mess. Don't worry about wiping your feet.
Alright, well, you want to start upstairs?
Yeah, sure. The drain system's filling up right now.
Okay.
You want plans or you got
This is the cleanest it's ever been. Looks great.
We did the four-way on our house like 5 minutes before Kent showed up. We had a floor drain that had like a plug in it. And it was connected to the pump, and the pump had a small leak in it. So we filled the entire system with water, and then like right before Kent walked in, that plug popped out of the floor drain, and like all the water from all above went through like the whole main floor into the basement.
We are forever traumatized.
We're no stranger to flooding. Yeah. Like water was coming through the ducts, like down into the furnace, and I was like, we've ruined everything.
But did you get the 1070 valve? Is that going to
This?
be roughed in?
The fill valve?
It's like an anti-scald valve, like a temperature limiting device. Yeah, we'll want that roughed in. Typically people put them just like under their sinks. Tempered window here.
Yeah.
This is our anti-escape mechanism for our children.
Great view of this window.
Yeah.
Long ways through your plan. We can run across it.
You want me to open the panel?
Yeah. Is it live right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like fully made up.
Yeah, if you want to shut it off. And then here, you'll need a handrail.
And I
Yay.
can live down here.
Yeah. You can live down there. You're supposed to get like 10 inches or something.
What?
5 to 10 inches for just today.
I quit. Till May.
Till May. Yeah, just started.
Call me when the snow's gone.
We're all going back to Florida.
We should definitely get. How's this beam attached? It's with SDS screws.
It's with SDS screws, and then the wall that's actually carrying the load is like on rim board that's built onto the roof right there too. So like the wall goes to the end of that rim board. So this is like kind of set in. Like I definitely didn't have to run this to here. Could have ran this all the way over, but that's, I figured, just has enough of a cantilever on it that it would be solid. And it's blocked. This is blocked over to there. You can see up in the top.
Yeah, can't really go around the outside, but everything I saw, you have 3 feet from your fart fans, from windows and openings. Yeah, all your terminations look good from what I could see.
Okay.
Wow. Good job, guys.
Great news.
Alright, you guys.
Sweet.
I'll enjoy the snow.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, Randy.
Yeah, drive safe. Woo! Guys,
Did it.
we did it!
I mean, kinda.
That's a pretty short list.
He also said, make the structural engineer come out and sign off on this.
That's okay, we can send pictures.
Yeah, but they're probably gonna be like, no.
No.
Then they'll just say, strap it differently. That's
They'll say
fine.
rebuild it.
Yeah, right. Good job. He said we can insulate.
Yeah, you did.
That's huge.
We only got a small list of stuff to do, so
Yeah.
that's good.
And no floods.
That's right. No floods. We have had a very successful, monumental day. We didn't pass our four-way because
No,
I
you
just
never
feel like you
pass.
can't pass your four-way. Like you get a punch list. You get a punch list
Yeah.
of things to do. And the biggest thing on our punch list was that the inspector wanted me to have our structural engineers look at photos or come out and see the
Yeah.
way that I attached the floor to the house, like over the sunroom roof, because it is like a very strange attachment. But
And
then,
that was very nerve-wracking.
yeah, because I really don't want to do that, especially if they come out and say it's wrong.
I
Like
know.
that could be disastrous.
Yeah.
But I did exactly what was in the plans, so I thought that it was going to be okay. And then he actually called me back later today and said, "Hey, I reviewed your plans
Yeah.
again, and actually what you have there is fine. So don't worry about that."
Yay!
So that is a huge victory. We are celebrating that, and we've got a short punch list of things to do before we like technically pass our four-way.
But he did say we can start insulating, so we are good to move forward, and there was no flooding, there was no issues. It was amazing.
The funny thing is I bet by the time we're insulated, we're gonna need air conditioning because it's
Yeah.
gonna be like hot. So like by the time we actually need the insulation, we're not gonna need it anymore. But
It's over.
You know.
We did it.
we're glad we're making progress. So if you guys enjoyed coming along on today's adventure, make sure you show us by giving us a big thumbs up on today's video. Consider subscribing to our channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Adios.